Welcome to Real Civil YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to teach you a very simple software but very effective, Life 365. This software estimates the service life prediction of the concrete. It is very much useful for the students as well as academicians for carrying out projects and mini projects. So this is the software. You will get the link in the description box how to download and install. Okay, so here click on create new project. Once you click, you will come to this window. Here main tabs you can see: project, exposure, concrete mixture, individual cost, life cycle cost, service life report and LCC report. These are our main tabs. Okay, and we need to work up to first 3 tabs, and remaining 4 tabs are just for reporting, or it will be like as an output. Okay, so in project, identify the project, select structure type and dimension, define economic parameters and define alternatives up to 6. These are the 4 options. Let's go through each option one by one. So identify project, it is very simple. Like here you can give the name to your project. Just click here and you can edit, like repair and rehabilitation of the structure 1. Then here I would like to write the name of the analyst. Means you can write the name of the analyst. You can write your own name also. Here you can write the description and the date. This is the primary information. Second, select structure type and dimensions, in which first option is type of structure. So here you will get 3 types of entries: slabs and walls, one dimensional. And here you can see the figure: square column beam, two dimensional; circular column, two dimensional. In this video, we will be focusing on slabs and wall, one dimension. This software deals with chloride ingress of the corrosion. Okay, so you can put the thickness here. Okay, you can change the thickness also. So you can just edit it. Here you will see the changes. Also you can change the cover. Okay, whatever depth is there, you can put that depth. Cover to the reinforcement you can change. You can directly add this area here. Okay, so it will calculate the volume also. This will be useful for the cost calculation. Next option is chloride concentration unit. Here 2 options are there: kg per cubic meter and percentage weight of the concrete. Means what is the the technical details related to the experimental work I will be sharing in another video. Okay, here you can keep percentage weight concentration. Okay, now in third, define economic parameters. In economic parameters, here the calendar year at which study period starts. Means, for example, I am doing this project in 2022. So I will enter 2022. Limit is also up to 2022. Analysis period. Here the analysis period means the period over which costs are accumulated and life cycle cost is calculated. Okay, means for how many years you want to analyze. So you can write 75 years. Next is the inflation rate. This rate means in future the cost will increase. Okay, that's why this software suggests repair and the cost also. So you can add the inflation rate. You will get the inflation rate from the government also, and similarly real discount rate. Next, here define alternatives. Now we have to add some alternatives. Like first alternative is base case, means in base case what do you want? Like water to cement ratio I want 42.42. Okay, suppose in second alternative you can edit here by clicking, like I want 10% of the fly ash and 5% of the silica fumes. Whatever mixture you have, you can give the name, and here you can change the description. Like I will I would prefer water to cement ratio 0.35. Okay, 10% of the fly ash, 5% of the silica fumes, and say I want epoxy coated reinforcement. Okay, I think there is spelling mistake. I will tell you what are these options. Here, if you click on add alternatives, you can add another alternatives. You can add up to 6. Okay. Next tab is exposure tab. In exposure tab, either you can set the values which are default, or you can set the values which are manually. Okay. So if you go with default option, you will get so many locations. Okay. Similarly, you will get sublocations and different exposure conditions, like marine spray is there, marine tidal zone is there. Within 800 meter of the ocean means your structure is within 800 meter of the ocean, or within 1.5 kilometer of the ocean, or it is like a parking garage, or it is a rural highway bridge or urban highway bridge. Means you can select the choices. Okay, or you can correlate some of them with your project also. Okay, if you select, automatically it will select the surface concentration of the chloride, because it deals with chloride ingress corrosion. Also the monthly temperature, it will automatically select based on the location. Okay, here you can see if I change the location, the graph also gets changed. Okay, if you don't want these values, you can set the values manually. Here you can put the concentration of the chloride, means how to find this concentration of the chloride by using the experimental test. I will tell you in different video. Okay, in some another video. But if you go with this option, then you can set the concentration. Then here you can edit the temperature, like in your region. For example, in January the range is 16 degree. Okay, similarly you can change the values. It is the average monthly temperature. So I will go with basically default values. Okay, now this tab is very important, concrete mixtures. So in concrete mixtures, you have set some alternatives, or we have set two alternatives. Okay, what is this D28M? All these things I will make a new video. Okay, these are some terminologies I will discuss with you. Okay, in another video. In this video I will only cover the software part. So for example, if we select the base case, okay, now here you can see now base case is selected. Now you can change water to cement ratio. You can add the percentage of fly ash, slag, silica fume. Okay, so I will use water to cement ratio 0.4542. Remaining things I don't change for the base case. You can change as per your project. Here I will go with the black steel, but you will get epoxy coated as well as stainless steel also. Here you can change the volume of the rebar volume, rebar percentage volume means 1%, 2%. Okay. This option is of inhibitor. Means what? If you want that your reinforcement is protected from the corrosion, then you can apply this option. For base case, we are not going to add anything. Second or last option is barriers. Here you will get the option like membrane and sealer. Okay. By default, it has been set, but you can change the setting also. For base case, I won't change anything. Now, in second case, I will be going with water to cement ratio 0.35, class of fly ash 10% and silica fume 5%. Also, I will change the reinforcement to epoxy coated. Inhibitor you can select, but for this case I won't going with inhibitor. Here I will select the membrane. Okay. So this is how you can make the comparative study, and which is very important in our projects or mini projects. We should do the comparative study. So either you do the mixed proportion or you can do the any random study also. Now here click on calculate service life. Just wait for a second, it will show the result. Okay, now here you will see the service life for the first case is around 10 or 12 years. For the second case it is around 45 years. Okay, so that is the basic difference, because in base case we haven't done anything. Okay, but in second case we have used the fly ash, silica fumes, also epoxy coated reinforcement, and because of that you can see a huge difference. Second, it is initiation and propagation. Okay, these are the two phases. I will, as I told you, I will make another video in which I will explain all these details, like what is D28, hydration, propagation period and initiation period. Next is the cross section. So this is the cross section we have selected, 40 mm depth of the reinforcement. Here you can select our first case. So it will show in 4.7 years the concentration of the chloride in the member. Okay, it was 150 mm, so around this much level there is 0.5 percentage of chloride over the period. If you scroll this down, initially there will not be any chloride concentration. As the time passes on, there will be ingress. Similarly, if you select the second, and initially it will show 0, as you drag it on the right side, means years are increasing, so you will see the concentration of the chloride is getting increased in the, or it is getting percolated, penetrated inside the member. So that is also another comparative point is there. Next is initiation. Here you will see the graph of base case and our second case. On x-axis it is depth, we have 150 mm depth of the member, and here percentage weight concentration of the chloride. Okay, so you will see this graph also. Okay, at the surface the concentration is more, hence at 0 concentration is more, at 150 mm the concentration is less. Now in this particular tab or graph, we have set our reinforcement at 40 mm. So this particular graph shows the chloride concentration over the period at 40 mm depth only. Okay. So the red and the blue. In red, base case 0.05% of the chloride concentration will be reached within 5 years, and in the second case it will take around 24 years to reach up to the reinforcement. So that is what it shows. Then next option is related to the concentration characteristics. Now here you can see individual cost. This option is related to the costing. You can change the cost also, okay, by setting it different rates. Now here you can see at the beginning, for the base case, at the beginning there is construction cost, but after 15 or after 10 years there will be damage, so you need to do the repair. So it has given us the repair schedule. Okay, if you select another option, you will see here it is the construction cost. Barrier cost will be at the time of the construction itself, and because of these two it has take long 42 43 years, or we can say 44 years, and after 44 years we need to do the repair because our structure has limit the maximum damage level. So here you will see it has given the repair schedule. So here you will see the construction cost, end year, interval, amount of repair, okay, total amount of repair it will require. Okay, if you select another or base case, it will show the costing. So you can compare the cost also. Now next option is life cycle cost. Okay, so how much costing is there? It's shown in this particular tab. Okay, so base case it is $300 almost per square meter, and here $220 almost per square meter. Similarly here you will see construction cost, repair cost. Okay, means in first option, that is base case, lot of repair cost is there, but if you see the second option, construction cost is almost same to that of base case. Repair cost is there, which is less than base case, and barrier cost is also there. But if you see, if you compare these two options, our second option is much more economical. Okay, and that is what the conclusion of your project. Okay, then you will see many different options like timeline, sensitivity analysis. Okay, so much work is there. Okay, so here you can see the base case and the second case that we have set. Okay, so these are some expenditures. Then cumulative cost, it has also been shown here. Current cost, cumulative current cost. Okay, so these are few options are here. And finally, very important, that you will get a PDF report also. This software make the report on his own based on your choices or alternatives. So wait for a minute. So yes, here you can see whatever project name, analyst name, description, date, your type of the structure, okay, then surface concentration, monthly temperature, all those things have been shown here. Concrete mixes, then properties. This, as I told you, I am going to discuss in another video. And finally, LCC report, life cycle cost. Okay, so again name and other details are there. life cycle cost. So here you can compare the cost, constant cost, cumulative present values. Okay, these are the different readings you will get. Okay, and you can simply save, and you can save it in PDF format also. Okay, so that you can take the printout or you can submit the report. So this is what the life cycle or life 365 software. I will make another video in which I am going to discuss all these parameters in detail. Here I have just shown you, or I have just given you the overview. Okay, all these costs as well as then D28M hydration, all these things I will be discussing in another video. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe the Real Civil YouTube channel. Thank you so much.